it's like I know you were saying that like, some of the matches were kind of laggy, so like it was hard for you to like do stuff. But when I watch you play, there's matches where I'm like, you kind of play like if you're laggy, if you know what I mean. Like you play a little bit lost in neutral. Like it's not like you don't know what to do, but there's instances where you're waiting too much, right? Like you're waiting a little bit too much in the footsies and not enough. You don't have like it doesn't seem like you're gelling like in the right way. You know what I mean? Like you're like doing it right, but the problem is that um it's kind of like it's just jumbled, you know, and it's not bad. It's just more like I need you to be a little bit more. Cause like I need you to like be moving more instead of like crouching
Yeah,
down.
waiting. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna invite you right now. At first I was like, wait, what's your CFA? Cause I was looking you up and I was like, wait, that's not it. But I found it. I found it. I found it.
Yeah, I'm in the other one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mainly saw like your match against. Dude, the Sagat one you had, you just needed a super.
Which one?
The Sagat match. You just needed a
Yeah.
super. That's all you needed to do, and you would have won. You would have won. Like that was like your match.
Yeah, I knew. Like, I almost had it and I let it go in that second round.
Yeah, because you did you hit him and then you got him into V trigger, and he was in the air, and I was like, okay, just super and you win. And he did EX exit. I was like, no, that's not enough, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit of what I'm talking about with Chun, and then we'll go into the Fong matchup so that you can
Okay.
kind of get a sense of it. Let's go here. I'm gonna pick an alpha. I haven't played the alpha costume in a while. I'm gonna pick alpha.
Yeah, that's my
Weird colors though.
classic. Oh, nice color.
Nah, I looked at it. I was like, well, this is weird. So I went to one. All right.
I get it.
Okay. So yeah, like the main thing I was talking about is when you're in range, and this affects a lot of the things that you try to do. Okay, and one of the biggest ones that I noticed is that jumping. Like a lot of times you'll be right here, and you'll jump roundhouse too early. You know, like you always.
Yeah, yeah. I keep doing that and then I get thrown or bad stuff. Yes, yes. That
Yeah,
was my first jump.
yeah, like it's a lot of that. It's a lot of like jump, and you want to make sure it's kind of lower, but you also want to like make sure you know where you are. It's also about distance, right? If I'm too close to you, I'm not gonna do jump roundhouse, right? If I'm close to you, I'm gonna go for the jump middle kick to get the cross up.
Yes.
Same thing when I'm far. If I'm far away, I'm not gonna do jump roundhouse. I'm gonna do jump middle kick to get that range, right? Because you can still do that into spinning move, you know? Like you have
Right.
time to do those kind of things and get those hits. So the one thing is that what I want you to focus on is more about range, okay? Because a lot of times it's like you're waiting for something to happen, and this was very apparent when I watched you versus the Ed player. Is that he literally was just doing like kind of like crouching down, crouching middle kick, and then take a step back and then forward heavy kick you, right? And because you're waiting, you're not like sure of what you want to do, right? And so
Yeah, so I'm waiting for him to mess up, but
right. And the thing I would tell you to do is like whenever you feel like that, just take a step back and dash. I don't want you to walk with your fireball. I want you to just do your one little dash up once so that you can be in this range rather than trying to walk up into a range where you might get hit, where you might be a little bit left open. You don't want to be open. Like your window of being able to attack is that fireball. Once that fireball is gone, and after that block stun is over, you can get hit. You know, so you want to use that fireball. So until it hits, then you can strike, right?
yeah,
And then you go back to
walking
here.
behind him, right? Not dashing.
Right. The other thing too is that you like it kind of seemed like you were doing a training session where you relied on crouching middle punch a little too much. Like, it was okay, but I want you to fireball trade with people too, you know? Don't just rely. Like, crouching middle punch is okay. Like, whenever you're trying to, like approach somebody and stuff like that, like, you can do crouching middle punch here, or try to make a reaction out of it when you're in range. But don't do it as a sense of, like if you're trying to poke them. Like, I saw you doing it against Sagat a little bit, which is okay. Like, it is a thing you want to do, but don't do it too much. And especially, you have the charge, so whenever I do crouching middle kick or middle punch, you know, I'll do something like that. So if I know my opponent's not gonna strike me, I can do crouching middle kick as well because I have the charge. You know, so I can just fireball and then go for something like a dash throw. And this is what I mean. And this is pretty much what I want you to see and try to improve, is try to be more like, you know, mobile a little bit, and not so much just waiting and pressing a button. Like, I want you to do fierce punch more. You know, like whenever they're in range, fireball and use that dash to get up. Your anti-airs were good. Like, there were some rounds that you played were so perfect. Like the first round against the Nash player, you played him, you beat him like so bad, and then after that, it was kind of like you were just waiting for something to happen, and it's like you don't need to wait too long. Like, I don't mind that you jumped at him, I don't mind that you pushed the envelope on him, but don't forget what you're looking for when you're playing this guy. If he does moonsault, you always want to try to anti-air. If he does, you know, sweep, you want to punish it, you know, with fierce punch, right? Like don't force it to where you're trying to get something like out of nowhere, right? If I do sweep, that's your cue to do fierce punch, right? So if I do this, you know, or you can do that, but most of the time, if there's a range that's far away, you want to do fierce punch. So you do sweep, like you do heavy kick.
Which one?
Like, just do sweep, crouching heavy kick. Oh my god, I thought I was crouching. Go ahead, do it again. You want to punish with that, right? Do it again.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you want to be able to do that, because if you have V trigger, you can activate it into V trigger. You know what I mean? So you can press that, get the activation going. You do a lot of like raw normal like legs. Like, you do a lot of this. Like, you do a lot of, like, I don't know if it's missed combos or I mean,
Yeah,
I guess it's,
that's missed. That's missed. When I talk about missed.
yeah, like I would say, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think the correct answer is it's on you, and just fix the execution. Like, something to make it easier is just rely more on the X legs, I guess, so that it's not punishable. That's something I did see. You would do a lot of this. Watch, you would do a lot of this.
Yeah.
You would do a lot of that, and I'm like, that's not. I mean, if it's working, I guess go for it. But that's not real. Like, an opponent, yeah, an opponent could just jab. You know, you're -2. You're minus. But I guess some people don't do it. I mean, you can get away with it
Yeah, but I
because
shouldn't.
people are scared of doing. People are scared of the spinning bird, so they're kind of like, they don't want to deal with that. But still. Okay, the other thing that I noticed, and I know, I mean, when you first look at this, I don't know what the right answer is, but I do see that you have a lot of trouble doing something on someone's wake up. Like, it's like they answer it every time, right? Like, you try to go for a tick throw and they tech it, right? You go for a raw throw and they tech it. You go for a meaty and then you don't get. What I would suggest for you to do is be more meaty than anything. Like, don't worry about throws that much. Throws are something that, like that's the information I would want. If I know that this guy is pressing, like, if he's teching a lot, then I'm gonna do more meaties and I'm gonna keep doing it because I know he's gonna want to press a button, right?
Yeah.
So if I knock you down, you know, I get a combo going or whatever, and if he blocks that, you know, actually it doesn't work on that, but if he blocks it, you know what I mean, like, you can put pressure, you know, so you can do something like that, and then just keep putting that kind of pressure on him, rather than going for the tick throws all the time, or trying to, or maybe taking the gamble and then taking some damage. that's like mainly a lot of the things that I saw on your matches. Uh, it was it was kind of like very apparent the most when you fought Zangief, and I know we talked about your Zangief match, and
Yeah.
I did notice that it was a little better, but one thing you had to remember is that remember when they do the raw like V trigger and it doesn't like remember if you don't block anything it's your turn, right? So I do think that a lot of your losses does come from you not knowing what to do. Like it's you don't have the answers, so you're not 100% sure, right? So I think these losses are okay. They're fine because you're learning the matchups or you're learning what people can do. But the main thing I want you to like make sure that you have is the easy ones. Like, hey, I block a sweep, you punish that, right? I block moonsault, right? Or scythe. You know how to punish it and punish it well. Okay. Um, those were like the main ones. I mean, I did see some panic stuff here and there, but it was not anything like it's not anything too crazy. But I'll add in a couple more things before the session ends. But those are like the main ones that I saw that I was like, wait, like we need to talk about this.
Got
Okay, so let's talk about Fong. And
it. Oh yeah.
I think Fong does V Trigger too. I don't remember, but we'll just go with that. V Trigger 2 is pretty. I know that they do V Trigger 2, but I mean, we probably won't go into. We probably won't go too much into V Trigger stuff. I mean, yeah, V Trigger stuff, but I mean, I'll still bust it out here and there, but whatever. Okay, so here are the guidelines to Fong. Okay, number one, there is a pattern between for me that you need to follow, and then there's also like you need to watch out. Okay. And what I mean is that like you gotta know your ranges. Here I can not hit you, but I can hit you with this. I can hit you with this, right? And you can I think you can always fierce punch me when you block it. I think so. Right? Oops. Alright, try sweep. Maybe sweep is fine. I think you're just there you go. Okay, sweep. Okay, so good. Now the closer I am, you can do crouching middle kick here to spinning bird. Right? Just gotta do a little sooner. There you go. Remember, the stun isn't like that much. You block it like 2 times, and that's it. Okay?
Go.
If anything, do crouching middle kick into heavy legs. Yeah. Just... Okay, good. Okay. EX1 you can't punish. So, well, it is your turn. It is negative. Okay, so if you ever block, it's your turn. So I would just like, I don't know. I would just do like maybe like a fireball. You know, I just fireball.
So you just draw fire.
Yeah, like take a step back fireball. You know, don't just fireball there because a lot of times they're gonna want to sweep right there or something. Okay. Okay. So that's mainly what to do with lunge. Your main answer is gonna be sweep. Second one is like if they're close enough, crouching middle kick into heavy legs, things like that. Okay. So next thing I want you to know is this. Okay. So find the range that you can stand heavy kick that. There you go. So if I do that, and it's okay if you have to like walk up to it or get close because I'm gonna usually do this and I'm gonna do this, but you can't be too close. So you gotta be perfect. And then when you get that crush counter, dash up, crouch your middle kick, legs. Almost. It's okay. Alright. Yep, too close. Good, right? Yeah, so what happens is that when, like, you wanna... If I'm too close to you, then you have to try to do, like, you just have to fireball it. So, what you're supposed to be doing in neutral, like, I'm just showing you the what you're supposed to be doing whenever you notice something. But the main thing is, I don't want you to just be there, right? You should be doing fireballs. You should be like, you know, so that you kind of like this happens whenever, right? Like if you see it, then you can go for it. but don't be too close. Because then you gotta run into my range, right? You gotta always remember I can always come up here and I can always sweep you. So you can't be like, you can't dance in this range. You got like, in other words, when Fong does a move, then you can do a move because he's in the middle of a move. But if you guys are neutral like this, then be careful. Know the range, okay? Know the range. Because I'll sometimes do that. No punish, remember. EX, no punish. So don't try to punish it. Just throw a fireball. Fireball's going to be your friend most of the time. Because he's not going to be able to jump full screen and get to you. You know that? Like, it's not going to happen. So you can throw your fireballs. But what I don't want you to do, because I can already tell what you're doing. I can already think about what you're doing. Don't play like you're going to counter me. You can't counter me in the sense of, oh, let me be where I want to be so I can be in range of Pokemon. That's not how it works. You got to fight for it. You got to fight for it with your fireballs. You got to wait for it. You got to get in position. When you're in position, then you can counter me. But you can't just force it. You can't just do it. You have to, like, wait on time, and then you see that like that, and then I'll just throw this. And a lot of times it's going to go like this. So, but you're getting closer. Like you need a fireball more. Fireball. Punish. So you're walking up more. Like, you understand what I mean? Like, it's not just, oh, he's doing this, let me walk up and punish him. No, that doesn't happen. You punish me if you're already in range. If you're already there, then you can go for the punish. If you're not there, then you need to just fireball or just avoid my poison. There's nothing you can do. Okay. Good. No. Whenever you see that slide, you can just throw it. If I'm in the middle of that slide, even if I'm in the middle of that slide, you can just throw me. So, you're not going to play, like, okay, let me explain to you this way. You don't play footsies in this game. In this matchup, there's no footsies. You just play fireball, and you try to go around my poison. That's it. There's nothing else. You cannot play footsies. You will lose all the time, because you're just going to be running into my normals. So don't try to play footsies. Just play fireball and look away for ways to go in. Good. Good. Really? Okay, that was random.
Yeah.
Whatever. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Alright. That's plus. Punish? Good. Okay. Activate. Okay, you activate on the right time. No, too early. Too early. Yeah. Yeah, just wait a little bit. Just let him fall a little bit and then go for it. But that was a good time. Punish. Good. something. Now, whenever that happens, that was an open hit to hit me. You could have swept me or something. So. Yeah. I mean, that was a little better, but again, rely more on Fireball. You're still playing too aggressive. You should not be near me. Like, I know you want to be near me, and I know you should be near me, but you're not gonna get it for free. You're sacrificing life to try to get there, and it's not gonna happen with a better Fong. You have to play more patient. Just be more patient. Patience. Yeah, it's okay. Good. You got dash up. Good defense. Better. A lot better. A lot better. A lot better. Good.
That's good kung fu.
One. Oh, 2 hits. Oh, nice. That's plus. Those double knees are plus, like, a lot. So there's nothing you can do. You just have to block and wait for, like, the other jabs. Punish. Good, good, good. Nice. Punish. Good. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Remember your resources. You have full resources.
Yeah, I was going to
You
activate
got,
the
yeah, you got a lot. You could have killed me. Basically, when you got that hit, you could have killed me. And that's something you gotta learn in time. Like, some matches require that one hit. And you don't want to give me that other chance to come back. So just remember that next time. Just like, have your meter. Look at your meter, things like that. Good. Almost. Almost. Yeah. Just kind of Gotta either like jump in that range or do Fierce Punch. You can't really stand there too long and Fireball because like it just takes too long. So you gotta do a little bit more. Good. Punish. Punish. Oh, 2 hits. Right? 2 hits. There we go. Good job. Good. To it. Okay. Super. Nope.
I guess it was enough for the super, right? Ah.
Yeah. But you got it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Activate. Disactivate. Disactivate. Activate. Super. You might kill.
Maybe.
Might kill. Nah, it's
Yeah,
not gonna kill. It's not gonna kill. It's not gonna kill.
Almost.
I don't know how to do it. Don't. Just be careful. No, be careful. Just be careful. Fireball. There you go. And then activate. Just act. You know, like trait. Like make it fake a little bit to where. Cause I know you're negative, but you got that V trigger already. So just pop. Don't pop it with crouching middle kick or middle punch. Don't do it with the slide. But you can do it with fierce punch. You can do it with sweep.
Yeah.
Right? Like do a heavy attack and then like maybe I'll press a button and I'll get hit. That's the whole point of Kosho is to like throw people off on when to press buttons and things like that.
Gotcha.
Punish. You can do EX legs.
I'm a little bit far.
Yeah, you can do legs like EX legs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Sometimes you gotta let it go, Eduardo. You gotta do the spinning bird. You just gotta go with it. I know you don't want to get blocked at the crush counter, but sometimes you got to. Sometimes you just gotta feel it and go for it. Punish. Oh,
Late.
too late. Yeah.
Too late again.
Ah, I can't believe that didn't punish. You could have jumped at me, but it's okay. Good jumping. That was a good jumping. See, a little bit better. Just make those choices. Sometimes you gotta jump in You know, a lot of times it's stand round outs, but just gotta be careful. Good. Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Better be safe than sorry on that.
Yeah, I was greedy.
Ah,
That was punish.
yeah, punish.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 2 hits. Gotta block both of them low. Gotta block both of them low. Yeah. Okay, so the main thing that I want you to recognize a little bit better is that you're not looking at your feet too much. You're kind of like you're thinking too much. Let me kind of explain. Okay, you're thinking too much about like the movement of yourself. You're thinking too much about spacing, which is not it's not a bad thing to know about spacing. It's not like a bad thing to want to be in the right position. But there's gonna be times, especially in this matchup, especially against like Guile, especially against characters like Bison or Balrog, where you're not gonna be able to dictate the matchup. You're not gonna be able to go where you want to go. You go when I tell you to go, when Fong lets you go, right? And you might be all like, well, when do I go? And he lets you know when he doesn't move. When I do smoke trap, you can move around. When I do, cycle poison balls, that's where you go. You want to know where I'm at most of the time in this matchup? I am at full screen. I'm at full screen most of the time in this matchup. Like at least half of the matchup, I'm always full screen. Why? Because that's where I can jump over cycle ball, poison ball. That's where I can do full screen fireball, so I can follow it. Right? That's where I can engage. The problem is that you're trying to start from the middle, where I can reach you, where I can hit you, where I can get to you at a safe spot, and you have to deal with that sweep. So how do you move? How do you get to your spot if your legs are always getting clipped? You're always getting swept. I did sweep like 10 times that round because I'm trying to show you you can't just get in there. Now, sure, you might be able to play someone dumb. Like, if I play against a fawn that does sweep, I'm going to win that match. Why? Because I know if I punish him one time, I'm going to get close to him. And now he has to get out. And it takes him so long to get out because he doesn't have a DP. He only has a slide that I can just throw him back in. He doesn't have a good jump and is slow. Right? Like, up close to him, Fong sucks. So this is why he sucks in this game. Is because up close he doesn't have anything other than the spin that he like on the floor stuff that he has. But like I'm not even doing that to you. Like that one's kind of hard. The thing that's the problem is that it's like you know the answer, but you go to it too soon. You gotta work your way to the answer. You gotta work your way in so that you can be safe, right? You're playing too much with fire and trying to get the answer too soon that it's costing you so much life because you're trying to get to that spot and you need to be safe about it. Go and jump away, jump out, jump away, get to full screen, fire that light fireball, then use that to get in. Now sometimes it might trade with a poison ball, sometimes it might trade with a smoke trap, whatever. But at least now you're in the range you want to be. That's a little bit safer, and you're not running into sweeps. Again, I know that you're scared of getting to the corner, but Fong is annoying, but just like the hard part that's annoying, like what makes it worse is if you get crush counter swept. If you get crush counter sweep in the corner, then you're messed up.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry because Chun has a lot of answers to Fong. He has so many or she has so many answers to Fong when it comes to jumping, when it comes to punishing. It's just you gotta be a little bit more patient. Just be patient that things are gonna turn around. If I'm throwing normals at you, then you can take a step back fireball, or you can just fireball from there, or you can do crouching middle kick into fireball. That's another thing that I want you to try to do more. It's the thing that I've been wanting to establish in your game for a long time. is learn to use crouching middle kick into fireball, just to create space and that you're positive, right? Again, Fong is not a character that can punish that. If you try to jump it, he's not coming down for a while. So you can anti-air and you can do jump-ins, and you can defend against him a little better in that sense, rather than have to force. Jumping is fine. Like if you're close up and I'm gonna do smoke trap, or I want to do smoke ball after smoke trap, jump at me, right? Like force it a little bit, see what I do. If I anti you, then fine, you can learn, but don't save it for like the last few rounds where you do it one time and you're like, oh, I gotta jump it, but you don't really do anything with it, right? You want to do a little bit smoother. Be careful on the legs. I don't I don't think you're ready right, or you're ready to do hit confirms right now. I know you know how to do them, and I'm not saying you can't do them. It's just you're costing yourself too much. If you don't know, don't do it. Right? That's why I want you to do fireball more instead of legs, because legs are gonna punish you all day. But when you do fireball or nothing, then you don't have anything to worry about. You're not gonna get punished. You're fine. Moral of the story is, before we play this set again, safe. Be safer. Hip hop sweeping you a lot. That means every one of those opportunities you could have blocked and punished and knocked me down. So if I see someone sweeping me, I'm actually happy because I know he wants to do it, and I know next time I'm gonna block and I'm gonna punish him. So that's what you want. You want them to be scared to sweep you. When that happens, then you can go and walk ahead and play a little bit of neutral. But you can't just play footsies with me. Like it's literally a lot of fireball, dash up, and try to strike me, and try to like figure out what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna smoke trap, you stand heavy kick. If you think I'm gonna do poison ball, then you try to jump over it or try to sweep me. You can sweep me too. Like you might trade, but at least you'll get something out of it instead of nothing. Let's go ahead and try again. Like it was a close set, but it's like I'm also doing things to help you like see stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like it's not like an actual fun match. Like it's just learning. We're learning, but you just gotta like watch and be just be more careful and like, again, like I said, it really is me as Chun. I play full screen a lot in that matchup. I don't play less than that. So, alright, let's try one more time.
Okay, let's try to space it more.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Round one. Fight.
Punish. Good. Punish. That's all I meant. That's it right there. But remember, any of those high kicks, they're plus. Don't press a button. Just get away.
Yeah.
Just keep blocking like those. Keep blocking. Punish.
Didn't have charge.
That's plus 2.
I see.
You're doing standing heavy kick when I'm crouching. Don't do that. Fierce punch. Punish.
Too late.
Yo. Okay. Now get on the other side of me. Whenever you do that, just do the forward heavy kick over my body or jump over me or something. Throw. No. Remember, spinning bird when you get a chance. Especially on a chase down like that, I'm gonna throw you every single time.
Oh,
Yep, don't do that. Remember, where's your fireballs at? Use it to get in, don't just sit there. Use it to get in. Like, take steps back, walk back, and then fireball. Walk back, then fireball, then dash up. There you go. You can dash up like twice. Oh, 2 hits. Good. Punish. You want to do something more than that. Like, you got meter, Eduardo. You got meters. You want to do crouching middle kick, heavy legs, V trigger. You know, heavy legs, super. Right? Not spinning bird because you can't get anything out of spinning bird. Right? You got all that meter. That's why I like doing EX legs, because I can do V trigger after that. But I mean, you had super. You know. Yeah. You want to maximize damage. Don't rely on something safe. Maximize. That was a good round. That was good. Just good. Be more sure. I think the thing is that you're not sure what you want to do at the last second. Be more sure what you want to do. There you go. Bad jump. Bad jump.
yeah, but
Yeah. There we go. That was better. You can V reversal. You know, like yeah, it's, especially when you're getting pressure like that. But I mean, that's fine. You got out. Yeah, again, see, you gotta be careful. You're walking again, bro. Don't walk at me. I'm gonna sweep you. I'm gonna do all that shit to you. Careful. Gotta V trigger. If you're gonna do something that negative, you gotta just V trigger. Don't worry about getting. Good punish. Good. Oh, okay, good. Oh no.
you can charge.
Punish.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to. You did that streamer a little too late. I was gonna kill you. I could have thrown and killed you, but I wanted to see if you would throw me, or not throw me, but like wake up bird. Don't be scared. Wake up bird. Wake it up. Don't do it on. Don't do it out there for job. Wake up sometimes. Sometimes you gotta do it. Cause if not, I'm just gonna throw you all the time.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have some. You gotta have some fight against fire. Throw. If I'm throwing you this much, you gotta think. Okay, throw's gonna happen a lot more. What do I do? What's the answer to throw? That's what you gotta do more. Yeah, that one you just want to sleep. It's too far. Good, good. Alright.
Oh, I
Okay,
got
it's okay, it's okay. You got me, you got me, you got me. That was close, that was close. I was gonna say, like, just try to chip me, you know?
Yeah, I
Fierce,
could have used super.
yeah, just do like Fierce Punch Super or something. You flip? Oh, it's okay. No, that's why I told you that doesn't work.
Yeah, but you were throwing me last time, so I was trying to take
Okay,
it.
okay. Good job. Good save. That was safe. That was playing safe. That was playing safe. That was good. Just gotta be just gotta capitalize a little couple of little things. I think the biggest weakness you have is when you're up close. Like you don't have a threat. You need to do more like that middle punch. That middle punch. You know, because it's so plus that you get to like freak people out. You know, like you do a lot of tick throws and that doesn't work when it's too obvious. You know, you gotta sell it. You know. Almost. You had the better idea right there. Like, careful with that sweep. Whoa. Nah, see, can't let me walk up like that. Can't let me walk up like that. You gotta just jab me or something, stream bird, something.
I was trying to do X square, but wasn't coming out.
I miss that all the time. Good. I'll tell you this much. I never ever chase into back heavy kick. Never done that. Don't do that. It's too slow. It's too close. It's like you're never gonna get the meaty for it. Do crouching jab into like do a block string. Just do a block string. No. Like whenever you dash at someone, do something else. Do like raw throw, do crouch, tick throw, or just do a string. Never do back heavy kick. It's just too slow. It's
Okay.
just never gonna. It's never gonna work. Yeah. Good.
That was the X.
Yeah. Gotta learn this. You block, you press a button. Nah. Block, press a button. Press fierce. What you're doing? You're taking too long. You're way too long. You block something, you press a button. Right about it. That's not 2+. You can do
So
something.
am I pressing it late then?
Yeah, you're pressing it late.
Oh.
Yeah, like you just gotta press something else. You gotta press it a little faster. If not, like do back fierce, or do spinbird or do fireball. Like it's just frame data. Like you just gotta like see it, practice it more. Um, just kind of learn the ins and outs of it. Like sometimes you just gotta spinbird. Like sometimes you gotta spinbird between strings, so that you get people away. I
Yeah, but I think I'm doing it at the wrong time because it doesn't come out and I lose my charge.
yeah. See, okay, that's kind of one thing I want to talk about is don't worry about charge. Charge isn't everything. Charge you got Cartoon Milk and you got heavy legs. That's all you need. This isn't season 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not those. This season you don't need charge to play Chun right now. Like you don't need it. Like if you need it for Spinning Bird, like you get hit once. If I get hit by something, I'm already holding down back. The moment I'm gonna get hit again, I can already do it. So it's not like you don't want you want to make sure that you have enough charge, but you don't need a lot of time to do it, right? Um, I think like the thing that I see the most is like there's moments where you're fine, like you get hits, you knock me down, you do these things. Like I kind of want you to explore a little bit more. Like if you know I'm gonna back tech, maybe jump at me, maybe do like V skill, maybe like just kind of maybe use forward to heavy kick, like a dash up, walk, take a step forward, heavy kick, so that you can get plus frames when you land. And a lot of people press buttons there because they think it's negative, but it's not. Um, I think you need to like just explore more. Again, playing full screen, like you just gotta learn to like fireball, dash up, um, something like that. Um, you like just kind of you anti me fine, which is good. You like I feel like you're really looking at things. It's just that you're forgetting about sweep too much. And I think the other thing too is that I'm not I think ultimately it's your damage. You need to do more damage. What I was gonna bring up earlier in the session, before I went back to where I went to Fong, is a lot of times that you land crouching jab to stab middle punch. You need to hit Visco every single time. You cannot be doing crouching jab, standing middle punch, crouching middle kick, legs. If they're standing, if they're crouching, fine. But if they're standing, you need to always do middle punch Visco all the time. It does more damage.
So the difference is if they're standing.
Yeah, if they're standing, the only ones that it works on is like Abigail, Birdie, Zangief, like the big characters. I think even Alex.
Even if they're crouching, I see.
Yeah, I think like Gil. But other than that, like if you hit them standing, like just go into V skill. Don't do anything else. Don't do like obviously if you forget it, you do crouching middle kick. That's fine. Like that's okay. But the problem is that you want to build your meter. You want to build all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kikosho, I think actually in this session you did better with Kikosho than you previously done, so you're getting better at it. It's just you have to understand the threat of it, even on block. Like you throw a fierce punch. If that person presses a button and you do Kikosho, he's dead. Right? Yes, you have super, he's dead. You have meter, he takes a lot of damage. So I'm not saying you have to do it every time, but it's a threat. Your fierce punch is a threat now, because you can do it on block, or obviously if you hit him with it, you can do it into hit. You can combo it. You can maybe kill him. Okay, because those are like the main tools that you have. You don't want to be too scared with it and hold on to Kokosho for too long. You kind of remind me of like this Manat that I play, where he only does setups if it's gonna work, or he always goes for like the greediest plays. Like he'll go for like the overheads, and I'm just like, dude, no, like just play safe. Like just play consistent. Because if you have something in mind, if you stop thinking about the game and you start thinking about what you want to do, you're gonna take so much damage. It's crazy. You're just gonna take so much damage. You don't want that. You don't want that to happen. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think obviously we'll still spend more time on this. I think I want to try to find a Fong to fight so I can show you. If not, I think pretty sure there's a match or two on YouTube that we can watch. That you can see. But I don't like in my mind, like I think the thing is that there's moments like it's like there's moments you'll take risks, like walking up a lot more. You take more risks like that, but you won't take risks like with your spinning bird. And that's where I think needs to be interchangeable. Like it's a gut feeling. I always try to tell people when I try to motivate them to understand when you do an EX reversal, it's a gut feeling. You tell yourself, you don't let fear get in the way. You tell yourself, do I think this person's gonna press a button? If it's a yes, then why would you not pick EX spinning bird every single time? You know, like if your gut's telling you yes, then you do it. You don't weigh out the options and be like, well, you know, if he blocks this, I'm gonna take all this damage. No. You just go for it. You know, like
You
if
mean
it's
EX legs? I mean EX bird?
EX spinning bird, yes, right, and it works on multiple levels. It's not just wake up. It's
Yeah, but
also in
that's what I'm saying. So like sometimes I try to do EX bird, but like I do it at the wrong time. And it doesn't come out, and I cannot try it again.
yeah. I think the big hurdle for that is you have to understand block stun a little bit better. Like I think you know, but there's times where you're doing it too if you do it too late, that's fine. But like one ways I practice it is like I'll do a string with Ryu, and then I try to spinning bird between it. Right? Like I'll get the computer to do stand middle punch, you know, or stand middle punch, scratch middle kick punch into whatever, and I'll try to spinning bird between those. You know, just to practice it. And it's mainly like the way I do it is like whenever I block the first thing on meaty, then I'll spinning bird. Whenever I block the first thing, so whatever he does jab, I'll spinning bird right after that. He does crouch in middle, I'll spinning bird right after that. Because essentially, most of the time people when they wake up or they do meaties, they understand, hey, I got another attack. The same thing with you. If we were playing Chun Mirror, the moment I block your back roundhouse when you do it on my wake up, I'm gonna spinning bird. Because I think you're gonna jab right after that, no matter what. Right? So why
Also,
wouldn't that work? You know?
interesting. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. Well yeah, I'll just leave it for there for now. I feel like next time we'll do 2 hours, just whenever we do this a little earlier.
Yep.
Um so
Sounds
we
good.
so we can have more time to look at matches. I mean, yeah, I feel like just judging from your matches, you just gotta play a little bit more with a little bit more energy. Like it's don't try to sit around and wait. Like just if you don't know, like I've told you before, if you don't know what to do, just take a step back and fireball and follow your fireball. Like it's the easiest thing to do with Chun, and it allows you to get stuff. And don't walk with it. Just try to dash
Dash.
with it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah, because you want to make sure you cut that recovery time, so that you're able to be right there with them when you're closer. Um, that and then just like be more precise on jumps. Like if you think
For
you
the
jump too,
fireball, you think it's like better to do like mid or weak fireball, or it's the same?
whenever you what?
When I do fireball, like which one should I do? Like the
I always do
medium
light.
or
I never do anything else. I always do light.
light? Okay.
I always do light. Yeah, light's just the one that goes the furthest, is the slowest, and all that stuff. But alright, man. Let me know whenever you're free during the week.
Yeah. Next
And
week for sure.
alright, and now I'll see you then.
Okay. Good night, man. Thanks.
Yep. I'll see you next time, man. Peace.
Sure. Peace.
Alright, guys, we're gonna do a couple more rank matches.